Welcome back to another solo episode of B2B Growth. If you are new, this is not the normal episode. We usually do an interview with a CEO, CMO, VP of marketing at a fast-growing B2B company. This is a little bit different. This is me, James Carberry, the founder of Sweetfish Media and co-host of B2B Growth. And I use these weekend episodes to just kind of talk through what I'm learning, how I'm growing, and hopefully it brings value to you. So today is a very special day. I'm recording this a week early. I think this is going to go live 1 week from today. But we just hired our first salesperson, which is extremely exciting. There was a characteristic in this person. You'll learn who this person is later. I don't want to announce their name just yet because they haven't given notice to their current job yet. But there's a characteristic in this person that, it obviously wasn't the only characteristic that we looked at when we were determining whether we wanted to bring this person on as our first sales hire, but it was enormous, and it is their desire for personal development. And growth is one of the core values at Sweetfish. If you go to sweetfishmedia.com/values, you'll see our 7 core values, and one of them is growth. Not just growth as a business, but growth as humans. We want to constantly be getting better, and I think that's a characteristic that I don't know that obviously it's part of our values and it's a really big deal to us. But as we were kind of evaluating who we wanted to bring on to the team, particularly our sales team, like such a critical function in the business, I was sold on the person that we ended up bringing on because of their desire to grow personally. They're always reading a book. They're always listening to a podcast, telling me, I've been friends with this person for a while now, and in our conversations in the past, they're always saying, I read this Jeb Blount book, or I was, saw this article on LinkedIn that talked about this particular type of technique. I thought that was really interesting. And I just think personal development, somebody who is hungry to learn and grow, they're going to conferences, they're listening to podcasts, they're reading books. Man, what a critical personality trait that is, especially for somebody in sales whose role is to proactively go out and chase new business, get told no a bunch. They have to have a good mindset, right? Like they've got to, their head's got to be in the right spot. They've got to be constantly trying to improve and get better on themselves. And if that's the case, then they are going to very likely apply that same mindset to the business as well, your business, if you're the business owner looking to hire a salesperson. So I was at one of our B2B growth dinners in Atlanta recently, a couple days ago, and there was a guy that I was at dinner with one night that exuded this characteristic so well. He's not the person that we're bringing onto the sales team, but it made me think about just how valuable that characteristic is, coupled with, and we're pretty deep in the process of hiring our sales guy that we're bringing on currently, and so we hadn't fully pulled the trigger on it. But after I met with this other person in Atlanta, it just became crystal clear to me, the same reason I like this guy, his desire for personal development, growth, is the exact same reason why we're about to hire the person that we are about to hire. And the correlating characteristic was their desire for personal development and to constantly be working on themselves. And so hope this is helpful for you if you're about to hire, whether it's a salesperson, customer success person, whether you're looking for a co-founder in your business, regardless of what it is. I think learning whether this person cares deeply about development for themselves, personal development, personal growth, is going to be a massive indicator on whether they are going to be a significant contributor to your team. And I think an easy question you can ask to gauge that is to say, what have you learned lately? Or tell me about something in the last week that you've learned, and how did you go about learning that? And if they say, oh, I'm reading this book right now, called da da da, and learning about this framework or this idea, this concept, then you're probably hiring someone that cares deeply about personal development, personal growth, and if they care that much about developing themselves, they will likely take great pride in wanting to grow your business, your project as well. So hopefully this is helpful. Have a fantastic weekend.